Welcome to Hands of Provision. My name is Mary, and today we are going to be saving in 6 of our much needed saving goals. We need to get some money in there, and we like to do it in the fun way of using the challenge created by GB at Income Babes Build a Farm. For me, I have divided up this challenge that it might save for emergency, medical, vehicle, month ahead, debt payoff, and retirement. And I absolutely love GB's challenges. Build a Farm was my all-time favorite, and right now we're switching to Build a Bank. I switch back and forth, and if you hear me and catch me, please be understanding, because I played Build a Bank for probably almost 3 years, so it's difficult to make this switch. I'm doing Build a Farm. It's a more short-term one than the Build a Bank, so I probably eventually will go back to Build a Bank, but this is just an amazing way to have fun and encourage me and motivate me to save for my much needed funds and see them grow, but in a fun way that makes it feel not so hard, not so difficult. But before we begin, we do our daily challenges, and that is the way that I truly have always since I started cash savings, have kept myself on track. And even with all the different challenges and beautiful challenges that I play, this keeps the money organized in my mind, and helps me make sure it all gets where it needs to go and it grows. So this daily calm bundle plus this daily edition they are free on my coffee shop, and you pick your top 3 for the year. I know 2026 is starting to wind down. I have seen such amazing growth with my debt payoff and my month ahead using this method. And then just recently, I finally got my retirement sorted to do this as well. And I am extremely happy and excited for the future. And just FYI, I'm already working on my 2027 redesign. Super excited about that. I'm going slow because this last bit of the year is so busy for me at work, plus at home, because most of my kids and grandkids' birthdays are in this last half of the year. So I have to travel a lot on the weekends to go to birthday parties, which I love, but does make things a little bit cramped to get everything done. But I am working on it nice and slow. That way I give myself plenty of time to get it done. Although I'm super excited by the redesign and can't wait to share it with you. But this has been amazing, and I absolutely love doing it. And it will be the same method, just a different design for it, but the method works. Love it. So what I do is roll a color dot die. I'm sorry, that is not what I do. I do a left, right, center. You could use a color dot die. You could use a D3 or a D6, and then you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's plenty of methods to choose between your top 3, so choose one. On the left, right, center, the dot doesn't mean anything. I've seen some people very cleverly use it when the dot comes up to do other things with it. I don't have the funds right now allocated to do that, but I'm keeping that tucked in the back of my mind perhaps do, but we will see. For now, we have to wait for one of the 3 to come up. And today it's right, which is debt payoff. Debt payoff is really getting thick because it is its month on the next challenge. And you'll see what I mean when I get there if you haven't already been on my channel before. I use a D4 because my monthly savings are very low. In order to be able to do, I said monthly. My daily savings are very low in order to be able to keep doing it on the daily. So that is $2 going into debt payoff. Here are my envelopes for each of my 3, and that is also free on the coffee shop. That's the daily dashboard as well as the daily edition. And in the back here, I have my daily edition bank, and I'll take out the $2 to add to debt payoff. Is the month for debt payoff because I also use on the daily the Roll for Your Savings Goal Challenge by Anna Banana Budgets. And using the calendar method, I determine which of the three will get pulled at the end of the month, as well as devoting all of this challenge to that one envelope. So like in May, it was debt payoff as well. After it was pulled, it had all of June, July, and now August to accrue and a build up, and I'll be pulling that to add to my larger challenge for debt payoff at the end of this month. So I have here a color dot die, and she does have us use that color dot die to determine what type of die we're going to use to find the amount that we're going to save. So for instance, it's red, and red is a D3. So we're going to use the D3, and it is $3 going in today into debt payoff. For this particular challenge, I allocate the full 6 that it could be if I rolled a D6 and pulled and rolled the 6 on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So for the month of August, I was able to budget 6 a day. I say for the month of August because some months I will not be able to. And I just want you to make you aware that you can just average it out and find out what the average is for me until this month, because this month I actually got 6 sixes. I'm gonna have to recalculate after this month. But prior to that, it was only like $3 is all I had to average and allocate if I didn't do the randomizer, which I'll show what I mean by that if you haven't been here. So 3 of the 6 goes into the debt payoff directly into that. And then the remaining 3 from the 6 goes into the daily randomizer. It is cleared out because on Saturday, I randomize it. So I accrue it daily, and then once a month, I randomize it over these 3 envelopes and give them a little extra money from that, which has been fun, but not necessary if I did not have the funds to do it. And then on the daily, the only other one I do is this beautiful Save 2027 and 2027 by Superior Budgets. I'm doing this ahead because I've never completed it in the year that it's attributed to. And so I'm starting in 2026, getting a jump ahead because I'm also only doing the 1 through 6s in each color block because the daily savings are calm savings, not spicy. So I wanted to show you, though, I'm going to start showing this each time I do it so that my viewers know what I'm going to do next after all the 1s through 6s are done, because these 2 blocks have already filled up all their 1 through 6s. So I had several suggestions, and the one I love from a beautiful friend in my comments said, and I'm going to show you what she suggested, and I love it. So I printed the Save 2027 again. And what I did is I added up all of the yellows, and it comes to $44. And then I was able to color in a 20 and a 24. And so then when I begin again on this page, I have all the 1 through 6s once again to fill up. Same with my purple, which has been completed with the 1 through 6s. They added up to 53. So I colored in 20, 23, and 6 to make the 53. I think I did that wrong. It was supposed to be the 10, and I colored in the 6. We're going to have to grab a 4. I'm so glad I went over this with you. So 20 and 23 is 43, and I was going to do the 10, and my coloring went on to the 6. So I actually have, or else I can print it again. But to let myself know I'm going to do the 4, I probably will print it again because the 10 is outside the 1 through 6 zone, and I want to keep those 1 through 6s available to do my daily again. So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to say it as I do it each day, just so everyone can get a chance to see what I'm going to do to continue this. I thought it was brilliant. I'm telling you, we are so much better together. I tell you, there's nothing we can't figure out if we're all talking and working this out together. I absolutely love it. So that having been said, if the yellow or the purple rolls, I have to roll again because I have to finish these off. We only have one more, I believe, on the red to do. The yellow, got to redo. And of course, it's going to be yellow and purple, blue. So blue, I roll the D6 to see how much. And it's 4. Do I have a 4 remaining? I don't. I do have a 3 and a 1. So that is what we're going to do, the 3 and the 1, in order to put the money into. And I don't care that they're different blues. I kind of like or different colors, variations. I kind of like that, just to give it a little bit of depth, not all one tone. All right, so I grabbed the $4 from the fund in the back and put it into the emergency. And I didn't explain, in case you're new, the reason I do emergency as well as my top 3 is so that if something should happen, I wouldn't have to draw from these top 3 to meet the need, or at least I wouldn't have to draw as much from that if something happened. And that is my daily savings done once again. And it's just a lovely feeling to have done that every day. It brings a sense of calm and order to my finances. So before we begin our Builder Farm, the other 2 things that I do on this day for saving is I'm trying to get a month ahead in 1 year. And it's a big ask because I've not been able to do it. So I have to do a push. And so I have to do a couple other challenges to help feed into my month ahead snowball. And so each of these that I do, my N90 and then my coffee chocolate books, a few of my favorite things challenge, very simple, but it's going to add a little boost to that month ahead snowball. And these run for 90 days. I love that 90-day sweet spot. I have been doing this now for 15, 30, 45, and we're working on the next 15 days to get us to 60 days. And we just do this very low and slow. I do it once a week, and I do the even odd. If it's odd, I save $1 for that day. If it's even, I save $2. So we're going to do the next 7. So it's odd 1, even is 2. So that's 3 in total. Even is 2, which makes 5. Odd 6, odd 7, odd 8, and the last one is even. So we have a nice even 10, and we are on day 55. I happen to have 10. It's been averaging 10. Last time it was like 11. I had to go get some from the buffer, but we'll add that in. And so far for our 60 days, this 15-day cycle, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and $14. Very nice. This will be so good when it's all completed to go up to my snowball. I love adding in a boost to that challenge. Love it. And this is on my coffee shop if you want to play along. And then the last one is a very, very sweet and low. I just saw these chocolates, and I love coffee and chocolate and books and dogs. My puppy dog is actually sitting out here with me. Normally I put her in the other room, but she's having some breathing problems. So I kind of wanted to keep an ear out for her. So if you hear her back there, that is what that is. So on this one, I simply bring a $5 bill. We've completed this one and this luscious one and that one, extremely luscious and delicious, and coffee and kindness. I love coffee and kindness. And we are on Coffee Besties. I love that. Absolutely. My puppy has been my bestie for so many years. And I simply save $5 for each of these cards. They are dashboard size, A6 dashboard size, not quite an A6 mini. if you were wondering. Love that. So we only have, let's see, 4 more to go, and this challenge will be done. So it should finish, I think it finishes a little bit before my M90, and we'll be moving up also to my month ahead snowball. It is nice to have yourself just pace it, wait a little bit, collect a little bit amount to give yourself an additional boost in a challenge. Just makes that challenge a little bit more exciting. And this one is an exciting challenge. I love this. So the way I played it last week, I did not care for. It was not going to get the money into all the different, it was skewed to only put money into crops and animals more. So I'm going back to the way we did it at first. Since this is new to me, I've had to just play it different ways to see which way I liked. So what I do with this challenge, I bring $20 a week. I swap that out for $20.50 coins in prop money. We're going to just put that over here. And then we add the funds that have not been, that are already in the bank from previous. So they've been dispersed into here, into these things with the prop money. And once any one envelope gets to $5, it gets to swap out the prop money for the actual $5 cash. Okay, so what we do here is we are farmers on our own farm, and we get to enjoy feeding our animals, producing crops, making things with our ingredients, and we have to get a side job. Sorry to say, but our side hustle, it feels like everyone has to get a side hustle these days to try and make it. And we have customers, and then we have our friends and our neighbors that we are also farmers that we save with. Lastly, our bills, that's what we need to pay, and then our free money we play on the Build a Farm game board. So you'll see as we go along. So all of these actually got assigned to one of my top funds, because every game I play has to work into my saving goals. So crops, I'm gonna swap these. I like to keep them in order. We're just gonna pull one of these cards at random to see what crop we're gonna be playing with today. And we have, and let's just pull out how much money we already have. We have, let me get my center marker to, in order to write what we get paid. So we are producing cherries today, and how much, we're gonna roll a D3 to see how much money, actually I think we're gonna do a D4. Let's do a D4. And we are going to be putting in 50 cents into growing our cherries. So we now have $3.50 in there. Not enough to get a $5, but we are on our way. 50 cents. We may be coming around. So once those are used, they're used. Like I said, this one is supposed to not go as long as my Build-A-Bank went, for about 8 months. Let's grab that out for our animals. And we already have $4.50 in animals, which is funding our medical. And we're going to see which of our animals we get to feed today. And that is our little chicken. I love it. All right, how much is the chicken getting fed today? 3, so it gets $1.50 on the little chickens. Love it. So with $1.50, we get to swap it out for, so there's 4. Actually, let's use our 50 cents. I like to condense. So with 3, 4, and 5, we get to swap that out for a real 5 in there. Perfect. And little by little, our funds grow in here. I absolutely love this method. So you don't have to commit to a ton of money. You can just bring a simple $20. I did 15 on Build-A-Bank, but I was able to eliminate a bill, my storage locker bill, so I could do a little bit more on this challenge this go round. So for ingredients, which is going to fund our vehicles, we take our what we grow and make and feed and make something. Oh, we've got bees, so we've made some honey. I love honey. Okay, so we're going to give it $1.50 as well. I've been experimenting whether I need to do the D3, the D4, or the D6. We're going to see how that goes. So $1.50 going in here, which is now $2. I'm going to cash condense. Even the prop money gets cash condensed, right? And so that is our ingredients done. Oh, I like having a little bit left over when I'm done because then I pay on the game board with what remains. But I don't want too much because the game board actually feeds into my randomizer. And at the end of the game, we randomize this over the 6. So it still will get in there. Okay, so for our month ahead, we do 2 cards for this one. And let me see if I have any prop money. We do not. So we are going to do our job first, our side job, and see what we are doing this week. Well, we are a farmhand this week, and we make anywhere from $2.50 to $3 an hour. So we're going to do the D3 to see how many hours we're going to. 3 hours would be $9 or $7.50. Let's do $7.50. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 50. So this is going to be a money maker. So I'm going to take out $2.50 and swap this $5 for the real 5. So right away it got $5, and I need to put $7.50 on the farmhand. He makes some good money. $7.50 there. And I will also swap these out for a $2. So that remains. So $5, it goes in here. And then we will see who our customers are. Who is the farmhand helping today? Let's go to customers. And, oh, we've got a life event. So we threw in some life events, or I did, just some things that could happen. We've got to save our customers from bad reviews. Actually, we've got to save ourselves from our customers giving us bad reviews. We have to roll a color dot die 6 times and save $2 for each time we roll a red. Okay, so this is extra money. That's not a red, that's 1. That's orange, the orange, yellow, purple, and one more time. 1 red, so we have to save $2 in here. For that, gets an extra $2. Does that get it? It does not get us to 5 yet. And then we're gonna roll. We're gonna get our customer. And our customer is, well, they're not named. So we get to name. Let's call her Hannah. Hannah, how much? We're gonna do a D3 for you, Hannah. And you are going to get $1. Thank you, Hannah. Beautiful. And Hannah then gets us to the $5 mark. Love it. So we will put that prop money and exchange it for a $5 bill and still have 50 cents in here. We'll put our cards back. So between our farmhand job and our beautiful customer, they saved us quite a bit of money. Okay, and lastly, we have, nope, actually we have 2 more. Wow, that farmhand took a ton of money. Let's see what we can get, how far we can get with what we have. I might not have any funds left to play on the board. Oh, let me pull out what we have. And that's okay. Oh, we've already got $4. Love that. That means I'm betting we get to the $5. So we're going to see where we're going in the town first. And this one has no cards, so you just roll. I'm going to roll a D6 for the second line. Let's see where we're going on the second line today. We're going to the clinic. And how much are we spending at the clinic today? $1.50 in the clinic. And that is already getting us to the 5 right there. So it gets a 5. And who do we see? Which neighbor is also at the clinic today? We'll pull a card. Let's see, I think this is our neighbor's residence. And it is Jake Jammin, our neighbor. Jake Jammin, how much are you spending at the clinic today? You are spending $1.50 at the clinic. 1, 2, and 3. So that gives us $2, which we will swap out to cash condense. And we had some fun time at the clinic, apparently, jamming, which is nice. Let me see. I'm just going to move them this way. Perfect. All right. Well, we have bills left, and they can be quite expensive. I do not know how much money is going to go into the randomizer today. Okay. So we are getting garden supplies today. We can either go buy the card, which is $2, which only leaves us $1.50. I think we're going to do the $2 into the bills. This goes to retirement, and it now needs some more money going in there. So we're going to put our $2 in there. Actually, I didn't grab the bill and then see what it had. So it has the 5. Wait, one moment, please. I think my little motivational card fell off. So we have the $5. Like it. So $5 already going in here from our $2 saved for garden supplies, or spent, I should say. Where's the garden supplies? Right there. So, as in case you're new, GB has these on here, and there's 6 on a line, so that's 18. So if I did 1 a week, that would be, let's see, how much did I say? How many did I say? 8, 6, so 18. 18 divided by 4, what we have 4, a little over 4 months. So that's half as long as the Build-A-Bank took. So that's why I said this won't go as long. So it got its 5, didn't it? And we will just pop this back in. And we have $1.50 to play with the free money, or we can do this beautiful card. So what I'm thinking, and my thing came off as to where I landed last time. I'm wondering whether, then depending on that, if I should just number 1, 2, 3, and 4 as to which one I start on, and then do a D6. Let's see, 3. So 1, 2, the third side, starting here, I roll a D6 to see where I land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, mystery ingredient. So then I pull an ingredient. But then the money would go not into the randomizer, but into the ingredient. Or actually, I just don't mark it off. That's what I'm going to do. So we're going to grab an ingredient, which is vanilla extract, and roll a D3, since there's only 3. 2. So it gets $2 on that, and I do not mark it off. But I put it back because it has to get marked off on its card. Do I like that? Do I like that? If I have a lot of money, this is the way to go. But if I don't have a lot of money at the end, I'm thinking pulling the free money. What do you think? We're learning here. For $1.50, I could say if I have $3 or more, I play on the card, and under that I pull the free money card. That is what we're going to do. And then if it's over $1.50, I pull from my buffer, my savings buffer. and it is $3. So I have to get $1.50 from my buffer to make up that difference, which I don't have. $1.50, I don't do change, so it's going to have to be 2. So there's $2. So this is extra. Let's do this. So it's $3 in total. So there, get my dollar. So 2 actual dollars and 1 prop money going into the randomizer. Does that make sense? I think it does. So I put, because this is the randomizer, it's a little different than the others. It will be randomized over the total. So there we go. I think I like that. I think I like just using the card and then having the excitement of seeing if I have to pull from the buffer and add a little bit extra so I don't know what my total is at the end of this whole play. I like it. I like it. And then, like I said, if it's over 3, maybe I'll make a decision between doing the board or pulling a card. I like to kind of change it up every now and then. And so that is done. So we got money into in 6 of our top funds. We have money accruing to randomize over those funds as well when we're done with this gorgeous game. And we got our dailies done, and we got our beautiful in 90 and this to save towards my favorite month ahead. I love it. I love it. I know that many of you are also playing with the Build a Farm or planning on it, and I'm just encouraging you to do so. It's absolutely fun, and we can use all the farmers on the island that we can get. Thank you for being here with me. And if you have made it to the end, would you put a little farmer icon in the comments so I can see how many other farm friends I have here? And I will see you in the next video.